Hey everybody, Kneecap here. This is going to be another Holy Paladin healing guide. Of course, you can get some ideas for your healing, even if you're not a Paladin, but this is going to be primarily for Holy. Just doing a heroic Maw of Souls. Pretty easy raid. I have a pretty geared tank, especially for a heroic, so it's going to be pretty easy for me here. First pull's nothing to worry about as long as you don't pull everything. There's a spear debuff you can go ahead and cleanse off. You see a lot of damage going out. That's just because people are standing in things. It doesn't actually have to happen. There'll be some birds on this bridge. You want to make sure, hopefully, your tank picks those up. More dispellable things.
Beware.
I'm gonna go ahead and bop this mage here. This group's a bit sloppy, but this is one of those two where Maw of Souls is one. If you're new to healing at all, you know, you might need to ask your tank to slow down for you, because the trash here is kind of annoying. Does a lot of like damage to your group. As you can see, I use Flash of Light a lot. Again, I can kind of get away with that because of my gear, but if you're ever able to, always use your Light of Dawn in a group there. That's kind of how I just did. This boss is actually not too bad to heal. I kind of stand near melee range, personally. Gotta make sure you run out of that, and then you're gonna cleanse off the fear from whoever doesn't get out, and there usually will be somebody who doesn't get out.
Beware.
Okay, Wind's gonna knock back everybody. If you're really in a pinch, that'd be a time to use your Aura Mastery. As you can see on Heroic, it doesn't do a ton of damage, so you don't have to use that right away if you don't want to. Now I'm kind of at a point where I'm not really doing anything, so I could be DPSing here, but just for the purposes of this, I won't. I'm going to kind of avoid those, unlike me. Got hit by it. Got hit by another one. We'll cleanse that off.
Beware.
Obviously, you don't want to be getting hit by anything. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and bubble to get these things off me. Hope they start DPSing them down. There's gonna be another fear. Death Knight got hit again, so I'll cleanse that off.
Beware.
Gonna be a hit on everybody there. Should go down soon. Alright, pretty easy there. Come blow the horn up here. So you're gonna come out of your cage. This is probably the most intensive healing thing for a Holy Paladin, this upcoming trash, except for, of course, maybe the last boss, especially if people aren't doing the mechanics right, or if you aren't quick at watching the boss while you are also healing. These guys have the ability to do quite a bit of damage, and you're going to be fighting two at a time. Those down. We have a treasure chest over here. So he's going this way, which I'm appreciative of. I don't mind getting that. Sometimes there's some good stuff in it. If nothing else, you can get gold.
Beware.
You gotta watch out for that Defiant Strike that the Soul Keeper's doing. If you hit anybody with it, it's gonna be a lot of damage, including the tank even. And then when the other ad turns into like a ghost in front of you, you just want to make sure you kind of move out of that It didn't happen to me, so I wasn't able to perfectly show that, but you just kind of get out of the way. Like that. And then I just kind of move out of the way. The other people got hit, but go ahead and loot this chest. Just some resources and 70 gold. Could have been better. I've actually gotten BOE blues and whatnot out of them. Again, get out of the way of the ghosts. Some people won't. Probably the people that you were cleansing the fear off of on the first fight. Alright, so now comes more interesting pulls. Hopefully this pull isn't too bad. Damage can definitely add up though. You're going to have these hitting, so you're going to use your Light of Dawn when you can. Heal up your ranged. And you're going to have this more AoE damage here. And that can be a little bit rough, so if you need to pop a cooldown there, that's the time to pop a cooldown. I'd go with probably Aura Mastery, just a little bit more AoE heals. A lot of times your DPS will be good enough to get them down in only 2, sometimes even only 1 of those abilities. So it shouldn't be something you have to worry too much about. 1 cooldown should be enough, probably on the second one, just to make sure you keep them up. And then of course your other option is to use your Avenging Wrath and just spam heal, or you could even bubble yourself and kind of light up martyr everybody up. So those are just some different options there if you're having trouble. Here, just everyone needs to not stand in poison and kill the ads. Keeping everyone in front of me for Light of Dawn. Gonna cleanse the disease off my tank. You can see I actually have used a little bit of mana. Normally I don't with my gear in here. Okay, so now we have these again. And this AoE damage, and then you have the teleport ability that the Warlock took to the face. Obviously you don't want him to do that, but just be ready to heal through that. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna heal up my tank. Okay, there's the teleport ability. That time it's not really on anybody. I think it might have been on the Warlock's pet. Easy enough. Alright, we got 2 more of these. Obviously use your Holy Light whenever you can. That'll give you a chance to get some of your mana back. Oops, I cleansed someone and didn't need cleanse. Just kind of Holy Lighting the tank. Judgment. Almost full mana when we get up here. I'll probably make it.
The spirits grow hungry from the
Alright, so now we have Harbor on here. You know what, I gotta change my loot specialization to Retribution. I'm not even sure if he's the one who drops it or not. So he's going to do that axe ability. It's kind of in a straight line, so you kind of just want your group not to be in a straight line, kind of how they are. But you do want to kill these ads as well. So as you can see, I'm actually kind of helping throw some DPS, which isn't obviously what you're supposed to have to do, but it is reality sometimes. So Warlock has the debuff on him, so he was taking a little bit of damage, but it wasn't too bad. Keep that up onto the boss. I'm just kind of... So just for the heck of it, I'm just going to pop my Aura Master here. The whole raid was a little bit hurt, or group I should say. So just go ahead and pop that. Doesn't hurt anything to pop it. No one's killing the ads, so that's why the mage just died right there. I probably could have healed them through it, but I didn't think they were just going to ignore the ads. As you can see, they are completely ignoring the ads. Obviously, you're going to hope that your group knows how to do this. Mine doesn't, unfortunately. So... and now he's dead too. This is very, very sloppy. I'm going to try to keep this Warlock up. Despite, again, they don't know the fight at all. Not killing any ads. I'm going to go ahead and bubble myself. So that's just about as sloppy as I could be. The DPS have no idea what they're doing whatsoever. Of course, I get something I don't need. 2 sockets. But nice if that was like a higher weapon, or eye level there. I'm going to go ahead and tell the group there that they need to really kill the ads. Go ahead and res them since they're also lazy. So they're really bad, they don't pay attention, they don't do anything they're supposed to do, and then they're lazy too, so that's great. I probably could have healed a couple of them up through that, but it's kind of annoying. I just didn't think that... I mean, this has been out for a while now, so I thought that everyone kind of had at least a very basic understanding of what to do. So I guess as a healer, it's another important thing, though, is don't assume that anyone knows what they're doing. That can be a mistake for you there. This last fight's gonna be really interesting. I have a feeling it might be the tank and I just too manning it at some point. But it's important to be able to persevere too, even if you don't have a very good group. Ooh, camera messed up there. You're not always going to have a good group or even a decent group, so... Damn it. See, I had multiple people get feared there. I tried to save them. I didn't get it off in time anyway, so... Oh, and they're healing themselves now, so... Oh, goodness. This is going to be a wipe. Again, this is just not knowing what you're doing, not knowing to interrupt.
Beware.
Oh, I'm feared. Hold more. This is just depressing. Feared again.
Beware.
wonder how long it'll take them to realize that we need to wipe here and not just keep coming back. Okay, hopefully they reset. What on earth is happening right now? Again, they just don't know what they're doing. It's sad. So he's not going to let me do it, so the tank also doesn't know what he's doing. This is just probably one of the worst groups I've had in a long time. Like I said, honestly, I can't complain too much, even in Heroics. I've had pretty decent people now that this has been out for a while. Most people kind of knew what they were doing a little bit. But this just doesn't happen to be following that pattern. For whatever reason.
Beware.
Oops, I'm gonna take that. You can cleanse off this debilitating shout that Skjal does. I don't really know how to say that. So you're going to want to cleanse it off as much as you can. Going to be a little bit of raid damage. Nothing you shouldn't be able to handle though. Cleanse off everyone when you get a chance. If they have more stacks, you're going to focus on them. I think it's taking a bunch of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and cleanse the Warlock. Alright, so now we have this boss. This is going to be one of the hardest bosses when I first was, before I had any gear or anything. Especially if your group doesn't know what they're doing, it's going to be even worse. So, like I said, I have a feeling that this might be pretty bad. So you want to cleanse off the poison person. It's going to put a little cloud. So, it was on me first, so a lot of times it's on the same person a lot. So, okay, there it goes. It goes on the mage. It's usually on a DPS. So I see that he has his little rune there. Okay, it's gone. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse it off him. Hope he gets out of it. I was going to let him stay in his rune as long as he could. See if that would help out a little bit. So the poison's on me again, so I'm going to go ahead and drop it back here. Ideally, of course, you would want to have a set place to drop them and all that, but that's not always realistic. Death Knight's getting owned right now because he's tanking something. I guess I just have to heal him through it. Look out for that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cleanse myself back here. Alright, Mage has got some poison on him. Cleanse that off. And I'm going to use Holy Light as much as I can. This phase is actually harder to heal than what you would think. It's obviously nothing compared to the other phase when you're starting off in gear, but so you're just going to want to avoid everything. Hopefully your group also avoids everything. Alright, so now Helia's going to come out. And now you're going to watch where she is aiming her breath. The breath is what will do you in and what will do your group in. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell where she's aiming it. You just gotta do your best. Okay, so she's clearly aiming it over here, so you want to go over here. And the mage died, at least he got his time warp off. Can't say he didn't do anything for us, I guess. Don't want to stand in the corner just in case she's over there. There was actually a glitch where you could... Okay, so she's clearly aiming it over here towards me. So I'm going to run over here. And that's pretty much an easy mechanic to avoid. People have trouble with it, but there's no real reason to, per se. When the tank has the poison on him, I usually just let it go. Because my beacon kind of heals through it, and I don't want to drop a poison cloud under him if I can avoid it. As you can see, everyone else kind of has this breath thing down pretty well. She got off Torrent there. Torrent was going to do some AoE damage to everybody. So now she's submerging into phase 2, which is just kind of avoid damage best you can. Again, just let the tank have the poison on him with your beacon on him. Watch, hell yeah. That's just a torrent. Okay, so she's aiming it over here. Run over there. Tank took a little bit there. It's hurting. Definitely can't heal through though. I'm gonna let the Death Knight soak it as well. Okay, so she's breathing over there, so get over. Alright, so that's about as easy as that can be. Obviously, it only had one person know the fight. It's a lot worse if like your tank doesn't know the fight. You can two-man it with just you and your tank. So as long as you know what you're doing, your tank knows what you're doing. Obviously, it would take a while, but that's all you have to know, and that's important. Hopefully, this is able to help anybody that was needing some tips, especially on Maw of Souls. As you can see, I didn't use any cooldowns on the last phase. I didn't really need to. Obviously, everyone was pretty much full health except for the mage who died. Go ahead and see if I loot anything good. Of course not. But yeah, thumbs up and sub. I'm going to try to get every heroic, how to heal, and possibly mythic and mythic plus as well. So I'll be working on those as time goes on, getting them up as fast as I can. And everyone have a good one.